Shaboo, Shaboo, you're hanging out with the Shaboo Show. Feel great hanging out today on the Shaboo Show.
Welcome back to the Shaboo Show with your host, Shaboo. Oh, this week, what has it been, cameraman? It has been a very get back into life week. We have taken it slow, just getting back on the horse from all the bugs and flus and woos and poos and all of it, really. So we are happy to have our health. We are so blessed to be living from that flu that was. I think a lot of you can relate to me right now. There is a ultra bug going around and it attacks your sinuses and your respiratory organs, and it just makes you absolutely useless. So for about the last week and a half, we have been man down in every corner of our lives. Everyone's had it. So now this week was an admin week, catching up on a lot of stocking up food, stocking up on household shit, doing a deep clean, life admin week as they call it. So yeah, it was nice. That's what we've been up to. I've been consistent with my walks, which will eventually lead into the gym. We even cranked the sauna up once this week, which was nice. Since your operation, you haven't had any of that.
Yeah, first sauna since,
ladies and gentlemen. We got into a series. It is on Disney Plus Hulu. It is based off of the richest man that was, or one of the richest men that was.
The Getty,
the oil tycoon. And his grandson got kidnapped, and there is a movie on it. I can't remember, is it Richest Man in Babylon or something? The movie?
No, Richest Man in Babylon's another story.
That's a different story. But it's Getty something. There is a movie on it, and then now they've done a series on it. So it was actually a really good series. We got into it. I enjoyed it a lot. I think I've still got 1 or 2 episodes to go, actually. I'm on episode 7 or 8, if I'm not mistaken. I need some good series to binge watch.
So it's only had one series so far, is it?
It's only one series. I need a really good series to binge through over the winter months. So if you have any recommendations, drop me a comment, send me a DM. I want to know what your recommendations are. I also want to see Dutton Ranch. I can't say it. Dutton
Ranch. Never heard of it.
Ranch. It's a spin-off of Yellowstone. Gosh, I love Beth and Rip. Every woman wants a Rip as a husband now.
A Rip, eh? What's Rip?
He's a cowboy and he just loves his wife endlessly.
Oh, yeah? Am I any of those?
You're not a cowboy.
No.
And I don't know if you love me endlessly after the previous clip. He was yelling at me, telling me I'm useless.
Yep, I was. I won't deny that.
Cameraman is evil. Yeah. And what's even more evil was over the weekend, we've been eating lots of yummy food. I made this beautiful tuna poké, which was like a spicy mayo tuna with soy and onions and spring onions and sesame oil and sesame seeds. Glorious. I'll put a photo up, actually, of the little poké bowl that I made. And we also made some desserts over the weekend. I made some chocolate chip cookies. Gone. I made a banoffee pie. Gone. Didn't even see it. Got one frickin' slither. Can anyone else relate to me? Like, when you do baking, is it just immediately gone in your house? And it's almost like, what's the point? The packet of biscuits would have lasted longer and less effort. Half the price. Half the effort. Because home baking just goes at our house. There is no such thing as saving it for the next day. It's gone. Gone skis. And then last night, what did we have for dinner last night?
We went out last night for dinner.
We went out last night for dinner. Yes, we did. Another First Table booking, as we love First Table. Our friends at First Table. I really should be getting sponsored by now by them. But we went to a restaurant called Alcott, and it is in Shortland Street. Great menu, great drinks, great service, 10 out of 10. I got this beautiful salmon bowl with noodles, edamame, teriyaki mushrooms. Cameraman got a seafood chowder. We ordered a whole bunch of extra sourdough because we love the dippy things.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people like that. They love a dippy dip. You love a dippy dip.
Yeah. Creamy dip.
It was good. So seafood chowder and some duck fat potatoes, although you weren't a fan of the duck fat potatoes to begin with, but near the end you were picky at them.
Yeah, they still weren't like my favorite with like that sort of wedge cut potato. I like them softer in the inside. Crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, but those ones were still a little bit like, not hard on the inside, but they were not as soft as I like my
Potatoes.
potatoes.
He likes soft potatoes. So that was dinner last night. The night before, I made a Hainanese kind of chicken and rice. And that was actually really good. We've still got leftover stock and rice.
That was good.
So we had the leftover rice for lunch today with the tuna poké bowl. But I did like a chicken rice using the stock that the rice was cooked in. And then I also fried some chicken skin off, loads of garlic, put the rice back in, fried it off, cooked it all together. And the chicken rice is just so good cooked in the stock. It's way more flavorful. Would you rate it better?
Yeah.
The chicken rice instead of plain rice?
Yeah,
Can you taste the difference?
Yeah, I could taste it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the chicken, oh my goodness, I have figured out a new hack at making chicken. You need the skin on, cold pan, hear me out, pat your chicken dry, and then you're just going to salt and pepper it, put all the chicken, lay it out in the cold pan, then put the pan on, the element, heat it. The reason you cook it with a cold pan is it allows the fat oil to render out and it makes the chicken skin extra crispy. I'm telling you now, it was like the best chicken we've ever eaten. And then I made like a hot oil with spring onion and ginger on top. And we had that with the chicken broth. It was really, really yummy. And then obviously rice, bok choy. That was a standout dish. So we loved it so much that now I'm going to always buy chicken with the skin on.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Why not? Tastes better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because I find it quite hard to do stuff with chicken sometimes. I usually go for the skinless, boneless breast or the skinless, boneless thigh. But now I'm thinking of experimenting with these yummy extra cuts of chicken.
Cool.
The chefs of the world recommend that you should actually buy a whole chicken, divide it yourself and eat it. Because you get more value out of a whole chicken than you do just buying a couple breasts or buying just the thigh meat. So
That makes sense.
that's a fun fact, although I don't really have the patience to cut it up. I've got a whole slab of sirloin that I need to go and cut up at some stage too. That's on my to-do list.
I feel like all you need is a cleaver, just like the Chinese. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom,
Cut
boom,
it up.
boom. Yeah, I'm not big on the cleavers. I usually get you to do that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, but
No worries. Anyways, so it has been we have been fed very well. Considering the week before we had no taste buds, could not try or taste food. It just tasted like nothing. To now actually enjoying our food again. Because honestly, a lot of cultures, like, food is what their whole day orientates around. For us, now we are that way too. We just stay at home and wonder what we're going to eat for lunch and dinner and then go for a few walks to burn it off.
that's our culture, eh?
That is our culture here. So lots of yummy food. We've got back into our exercise. We're trying to test the boundary, go for 2 walks a day with our weighted vests. We're feeling good. Sauna's back in action. Yeah, it's been a slow week, but a very good week. A very good recharge week. I'm feeling better and better and better.
Nice. It's only smooth sailing from here.
It's only smooth sailing from here.
So what else? What else was
else?
happening? You got a few things on here. One of them was the trend. What's worth the money?
Oh, yes. There is currently a little TikTok trend going around where everyone lists, like, I don't know, 5 things or a few things that you think are worth your money. So I have put together my own list of what is worth my money and what I like to recommend that everyone should go and invest in. Right. My coffee machine with a grinder. That is a very important part of this. Not an espresso machine, not a butty, shitty, I don't know, Nescafe machine. We're talking your Breville coffee grinder built in. If there isn't a coffee grinder built in, you have to buy an attachment or buy a separate coffee grinder. But it really makes the difference. Grinding your own beans, way better. Would you agree?
Yeah.
It tastes way better.
Yeah. You get a barista coffee at home.
Barista coffee at home for us. Yeah, I cannot fathom paying $8, $7, $6.50, whatever the cost is now for a coffee. It's just not happening. So we have coffee at home. So machine, definitely worth the money. You can get them on good deals, like for a few $100. What else is worth my money? I will tell you, and these items I cannot live without. So let's just make that clear to the listeners. Coffee machine, cars with heated seats. Yes, in New Zealand, your tush gets a bit chilly out there, so your girl needs heated seats. She really does. Yeah, it's a criteria I look at when I look for cars. I'm not even lying to you.
My ute doesn't have it.
Your ute doesn't have it. It's torture. Full body massages at least once a month. Yes. Your body is a vessel that allows you to go and do life. You got to take care of it. It's
Say
good for
that
your
again, like
fascia.
looking at the camera, the full body massages instead of like when you're
Full body massages once a month. Absolute necessity. Definitely worth the money. Your fascia needs releasing. It allows you to then go and use your body as a vessel to work harder, feel better. Self-love, people, really. Quality steak. We have to eat steak at least, what would you say, once every couple weeks? Minimum?
once every couple of weeks. Nah, once a week pretty much.
Steak once a week. Okay, once a week a steak. You need a good iron boost. There are some cheaper cuts, but I like to go for a minimum of a sirloin cut. Does me good. So you can get them on good deals. Like I reckon buying in bulk, buying the whole slab of meat, you get better value than buying it piece by piece. So quality steak, absolutely worth the money. And saunas. Saunas, if you can't afford to have a sauna in your house, that's fine. You don't need to. There's the local YMCA, the local council pools. You can order some online, which are like a tent, portable, whichever one. But saunas, especially in winter, especially in New Zealand, definitely worth the money. Invest, people. So good for your health, so good for your body. Just overall, we love a sauna, don't we, cameraman?
I love a sauna. Yes, we do.
You do. Now that you're back into sauna, you're way happier.
Were we heating it up tonight? Did we have it already
We
on?
had one last night, but
No.
I'm not sure. No, tonight I haven't. We'll save it for tomorrow. Okay. It's good to have it like every 2 days so you don't dehydrate your body too much. Let it replenish.
So that's your 5.
So those are my top 5 things that are worth your money. Well, my money at least. But I reckon you should spend it on the same things. And then life will be great.
All right. What about the IShowSpeed thing that you... What?
IShowSpeed did a little skit today I saw on my TikTok. He had all these like balloons, helium balloons it looked like, attached to him because he hit 60 million subscribers. Watch out, iShow. I'm coming for you. It's going to be Shaboo and iShow off the top.
Hey, he's got show in his name too.
He's got show in his name too. He had 60 million subscribers, so he celebrated with some balloons floating him in the air. One popped and then he fell down, but it looked very skittish like it was obviously planned.
I have to see the full thing. I wouldn't mind. I want to watch the full thing.
Yeah, watch the full thing, I guess, but I wasn't a fan. I was like, oh, right, here we go. So, yeah, that was the little thing I saw online trending. IShowSpeed had 60 million subscribers. That is a freaking great achievement. I mean, the guy's done well. He was even nominated to do like a FIFA finale show and everything. Like he knows what he's up to.
Someone's come from their bedroom, mate, going live, just being silly and entertaining people
to where he is today.
That scale is pretty cool.
Pretty impressive. IShowSpeed, you've done well, my friend. You have.
Cool. What about Should we get into the hot topics for the week?
Let's get into hot topics.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what my little sound effect was there.
Hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, we got to get that.
That's going to be the
going,
tune.
eh?
Hot topics.
Hot,
Hot, hot, hot.
House prices are falling. Good news for who exactly?
Good news for who?
Yeah, good news for who exactly? So yeah, the house prices have fallen in New Zealand. The national median value is $804,000, which is still quite a lot, eh? For
That's quite high.
the national average.
Median, yeah.
Cotality calls it the longest and deepest downturn in 30 to 40 years, 17.7% below. It's almost 20% or 50, yeah.
That's good to know.
Below the 2022 peak.
I see. That's good to know if you're buying a house. You can use this as negotiating power, considering house prices have fallen. But it's still pretty high. And I think the overall issue is the cost of everything else that's choking everyone. The houses are where they sit. The market's always fluctuating. Affording to buy a house is always a luxury. It always kind of has been, put it either which way. It's not a necessity to own a house, although it would be nice.
Yeah, it's always been a luxury, eh? Like a next level step in a human's life is like having a house.
Yeah, it is. But to own a house is not something that you have to have.
Yeah.
So I hope they keep coming down so we can get a bargain.
Keep coming down, stay down.
Stay down, keep coming down.
Well, that's what they're saying. You know, that's kind of what
a lot of New Zealand houses are not worth their money though. Like they're priced at like 900, 800,000. The house is literally falling apart at the seams. It's a 260-year-old villa, but the land is sitting on is sometimes decent, but then sometimes it's not even, because some of them have like electrical, what are those called? Electrical towers right in the middle of the backyard and stuff. So it limits your use again. So you just got to be careful. Check your flood zoning, check all the things.
Yeah.
We have now started doing a little segment on houses that you guys will see popping up.
A series on TikTok. It's TikTok
Shaboo's
and Instagram.
Home Reviews is what it's
Shaboo's House Reviews.
Shaboo's House Reviews. I'm enjoying it. It's nice because our cameraman knows this, and anyone who knows me knows that I'm literally stuck on like One Roof, Trade Me, realestate.co.nz 24/7. I love looking at houses. Love, 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 love.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get there with those.
We are getting there, but if you've got any houses that you'd want me to review or your thoughts, send them to me.
Oh, actually, can you, while we're here, I know this is a real interruption to our podcast, but I think we'll get it anyway because I don't want to have to. So we want to have something about submitting your own house for review or one that they've found for review, but that we'll stitch it right on the end of our episode on TikTok and that. So I want you to say something like, if you've got a house for review, submit that through to us.
I just said, if you guys have any houses that you think I should be reviewing, send them through to me. I want to see them.
Okay, now a little punchier, like if you've got a house for review, send it through.
If you have a house for review, send it through.
There you go. That was good. I'm happy with that. Cool.
Great.
Thank you. Carrying on. Next
cameraman.
hot topic.
Next hot topic. Come on, hit me. Hit me, baby, one more time.
So petrol is why you're broke and there's a war in your fuel tank.
Yeah.
So household living costs plus up 3.2% in the year June 2026 to the prior year. So from the prior year, they're up 3.2%, but petrol is up 27.5%.
Hoi, yeah. That's what happens when the big boys want to play with all the old toys.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I got to say about that. Things will continue to go up. It's a disappointment because, I mean, we've just been hit with every freaking disadvantage over the last few years, you know, COVID and all the rest. And I know all the baby boomers are sitting at home and saying like, we had war. Yes, I'm aware you had war, but at least your gasoline was not costing you an arm and a leg.
I think during different periods they have had war, like petrol, even rationing and shit like that. I don't know.
Really?
But yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, even more so probably.
Well, you had nowhere to get to, okay? So just settle down.
Yeah.
All right, where were you getting to? We've got all the places to be. We're all gym rats now. We don't drink. We don't smoke.
Yeah.
You know, we work 3 jobs.
You know, one thing
start a business, raise 6 kids. What else do they want us doing? Sorry, that was just my little vent, you know, of what the world has become.
So I think that anything pushing for like self-sustainable energy is good, and I don't know why we don't do more of that. You know, like I think the greenies have been saying it for ages.
Did you see that guy that was like making fuel out of rubbish and then he went missing? And it was on TikTok.
Oh no! Don't start the conspiracy corner.
Shaboo's conspiracy corner. That's the next segment we'll get into. Yeah, there was a guy who was making fuel out of rubbish.
Yeah.
And he went missing. I'll find the guy.
Well, he sounds like a bit of a wild guy.
He said he created a whole like production manufacturing thing of it in his backyard. It blew up. He had quite severe burns and stuff, but then he said he went missing, so I don't know. But he seems like a cool guy. That was in America.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, that makes sense to be able to pull like...
He was like an Indian guy in America.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he was. And he was using like plastic, burning it down, cleaning it, I guess, and then turning it into fuel.
Yeah, filtering and extraction and stuff like that.
Yeah, all of that, so...
Yeah, I believe that. All right. So, yeah, that's the house prices, bro. Oh, no, what was that? That was the Petrol. Petrol's killer. Petrol's the killer. Yeah, but no, I think what I was saying, though, is like like you're saying, you were just saying it, like, hey, that was well, did he actually do that, eh? Yeah,
He did do that.
Sorry, I'm getting like, just thinking like there's a point I think is good to make, which would be like those self-sustaining energies.
Self-sustained energy is good. Solar panels, windmill, dams. We're getting into it. I mean, New Zealand has had a massive investment in renewable energy, but I don't know if it's going to be for good or bad. Yeah, we have.
With what?
BlackRock.
Solar power and stuff, or what?
Renewable. That's what it's been. They've Jacinda signed an agreement with BlackRock for New Zealand to be used for renewable energy.
Okay.
Production and manufacturing.
Yeah.
I don't know the details. If anybody else does, let me know.
Yeah, because that's what we need to do, man, and go to fully electric everything.
Yeah, but have you heard about the deal with like Tesla and people saying that they were driving their Teslas and they were getting migraines, and they found out that something to do with the battery and the person, it was causing issues. And it's like, well, if something's giving you headaches and migraines, it's a bit worrying.
From your car, they
From
reckon.
your car, yeah. So I'm like,
Okay, that's a clip right there. What's the hook for that?
Tesla's giving you migraines. I'll think twice about getting in one of those then.
There you go.
But I'm sure people have heard of that electric cars were giving people headaches.
Okay. They want to ban under 16s from social media, and Australia's already tried.
Yes.
Do it, eh? We've already been through that, haven't we? Not so much?
No, but so...
Luxon confirmed 29th of June, NZ is pressing ahead with that. But that's 29th of June. That's past, date past. So Australia,
He confirmed that he was. So when is it going into play?
Bill is drafting the commitment, was introduced it before the election, not pass it. ACT opposed it, which stopped it becoming government. Polling 57.8% support, 31 oppose. So I think it's going ahead.
When does it go into action?
I would actually have to look into that. Do you want me to look into that?
Yep, you can look into that.
I
think there should be a minimum age requirement of 16 because kids are seeing way too much shit. It's unnecessary for kids underage. But then equally, if they all have it, you can't say to your kid, no, you can't, because then it just creates this whole divide of all their friends have something, you know, and then they feel like the old one out. I don't know. It's a pressure. I mean, at this point, I think the solution is just don't have kids. That's always my solution.
That's always your solution. Yeah.
It is. Don't have kids. Get a dog. Dogs don't talk back to you.
There's no date, and right now it isn't even a bill in Parliament.
Okay.
Oh, so it's not even that.
So it's not even true.
Just okay. All right.
Next.
Move on.
There's
an earthquake in Japan this week. Yeah.
Earthquakes are so
34
scary.
dead, major damage, including collapse of a mall.
That's really sad to hear. That's really sad to hear. Earthquakes in Japan. My friend was over there and she said she experienced some earthquakes while she was over there. I have been in a high magnitude earthquake. I think it was like a 6 point something almost.
Really?
In Pakistan when I was little.
Oh, wow.
The house was literally on stilts as well. Fun fact, my parents ran out with my brother and left me in the building.
Really?
Yeah, they did. Until the earthquake had stopped and then they came back and got me.
And you'd had fallen off the bed and rolled down
No,
the
it
stairs.
wasn't. It was fine. I was just playing with my toys. Like, what went on? I didn't understand. I thought it was just construction.
Yeah.
But it is really scary and nerve-wracking because earthquakes, you never know, depending on the foundation of the building you're in or like the quality of the build. You know, in these other countries, they have different criteria of what they think is acceptable. It can do so much damage. Like we had the Christchurch earthquakes in New Zealand and that caused a lot of damage and it was really, really upsetting what happened to those people. So earthquakes are very scary when Mother Nature decides she's going to shake it up a bit.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, what do you do in an earthquake? Do you run outside? Do you run inside? They reckon you're meant to stand in a doorway or like underneath
like
a
that.
table.
Yeah. Something with a bit of structure and support above
Yeah,
you.
make sure you get some solid dining tables, people.
I think
Solid
just like
desks.
where you live too or where you are. Oh, I think I'm banged the camera then. Where you live or where you are is important. You know, you don't, like
Yeah.
I think about that, like living in a
Well,
high
New
rise or something.
Zealand is literally built on, Auckland is built on volcanoes. So
Like technically we have the same sort of fault lines as Japan.
we do, I think so. Yeah. So all we can do is pray for those people that were harmed and pray that no major earthquakes are to come.
Next
Next topic, please.
The Prime Minister reckons Winston Peters is saying outrageous things on purpose to get attention before the election. Does that actually work?
I don't know. Don't get me into the politics. It's so boring.
But I'm curious though about that. Like
I mean, they're all saying outrageous things. All politicians. It's like they've all gotten... Okay, TED Talk, 2 seconds. All the politicians suddenly have got TikTok accounts and they're talking to us through TikTok. Do they not understand the major demographic of TikTok is like teenage kids? So, sorry, they can't even vote.
It's a massive demographic. Pull the mic a little bit away, like maybe.
They can't even vote. And you're out here. Yeah, they've got all this sorts of shit going on. They're doing skits and everything. Paul Henry's joined politics now. It's all a bloody joke, I reckon. New Zealand politicians, like I've said it, I'll say it again, they need a BAFTA up the top with these British actors and Oscars. Give them a soap opera frickin' award. That's what I reckon.
Yeah.
Bunch of pansies. Next question.
You know what he said, right? Winston Peters?
Wasn't he saying that we should change the names of the...
No, go back to your own country to a Chinese politician.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. Go back to your own country.
That's so disrespectful.
That is pretty bad, eh?
Yeah.
Like that's I think that's your
But
now
if
he
one-
rage bait. That's like
It
political
is rage bait. It
He's
is
like
rage
pushing
bait. Yeah,
on the
because
edge.
no one is from their country anymore. That card is played and done, mate. It's gone. That was like, you could play that card maybe 300 years ago. It is outdated now because everyone is an immigrant.
You're a society, eh?
Everyone is an immigrant of somewhere.
You're now a society, so saying something stupid like that is. He could have worded the same thing better, like as far as like the point that he is trying to make. He's like, if you want to come here and be a part of democracy, and like this is what I believe democracy is. Well, you know, like you can go back to China if you want to deal with that level of thinking. But we are a democracy, so don't push that outside. You know what I mean? Like he could have made his point.
I don't know. I'll tell you who can tell us to go back to our own country. The only thing on earth that can tell anyone to go back to their country is alligators and crocodiles because they have been here since the dinosaurs. Okay, firstly. Secondly, those mofos can do some damage. They're just going to eat you. So that's the only person I'm listening to or thing or being or creature.
The alligators and the crocodiles.
Yeah, alligators and crocodiles. Winston Peters is about equivalent to an alligator, but he's just not quite there yet in age. So give him a few more years and he might be able to say a few things too. But until then, Winston, sit on the back step on that one, mate, and take a chill pill.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I'll stay away from them. Those ones.
Stay away
eh?
from politics. You know how
Okay.
it gets me riled up.
Yeah, me
and
too.
you know it's going to cause issues. And then everyone's going to come for me. And then I have to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. All I got to say is the only people that can tell it, the only creature is an alligator or a crocodile because they've been here since the dinosaurs.
With the fucking alligators and crocodiles.
Yeah. And
Okay.
they'll mess you up. So
Okay, so apparently 2026 is basically 2016 again. Nostalgia is one of the strongest content movements of the year. Phone shot video is outperforming high production across platforms. Yeah.
wow.
What were you doing in 2016?
I was partying it up, living Vida La Loca. I
Yeah.
was the coolest chicken.
Did you have were you into any social media or anything?
Not really. I was not. I've never been a social media person.
No. Dancing and fucking
I was into
parties.
dancing and like iPods and stuff, but that's like everyone was. So nostalgia is always making the rounds. I mean, the 80s are coming back, then the 70s, then the 90s, whatever. It's repeat behavior.
Style-wise, what was your style?
Style-wise, I would go for probably sequence headband, a big bag that was about the size of my torso, a little tank that had Roxy Surfer Girl on it, and then some 3/4 jean.
So this is 10 years ago, so you would have been, what,
16.
16?
Oh, no,
18. You would have been, what, 19?
18. No, 10 years ago, I was just wearing normal stuff like I do now, pretty much. Leggings and jeans. Oh, skinny jeans. I wore skinny jeans when I was 18. Skinny jeans so skinny that one gave me a varicose vein.
I think
reckon.
everyone was in skinny jeans around
Yeah, I
then,
used to wear skinny jeggings because they were more comfortable.
Even I was not skinny, but pretty slim.
Pretty slim jeans.
Yeah,
and then I would wear like a tight polo or a tight long sleeve, which I pretty much still wear. I still have a pair of skinny jeans. I rock them sometimes. I don't mind. I love a skinny jean.
So what was the best thing of those times?
The best thing of
Of
those
2016 was?
the nightlife in New Zealand was pumping then. Now it's not.
That was your highlight of those times?
Yeah, probably the nightlife. I had a good nightlife time in New Zealand when I was around that age. So
Yeah.
I got to experience nightlife in a cool way.
Okay. Now give me a hook. Say the best thing in 2016.
2016 was popping off because of its nightlife.
Yeah.
Cool. Next.
Something like that. They gave the AI a test and it broke out of the building. Have you heard about all this AI breaking out of these? They put them in these sandbox environments, so they call them, and perform tests where they've got to figure their way about doing things
To get out of the sandbox.
Well, I don't think so. This is not what it. I think it's getting outside to answer the questions that are inside that they need. So it's actually breaking its way out to figure things out. But yeah, have you not heard much about it?
No, I have not heard anything about the sandboxes and the AIs.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, it is. I think it's marketing hype. I personally think that
Everything is AI at the moment. It's getting a bit OTT.
I think they know that it's going to do shit like that. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
But when they do it and then they announce it oh shit, it got out, wow, they kind of create more hype around it. Our AI is fucking crazy. Look at it, fucking breaking out of shit.
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I'm like, are they making the videos or is the AI making its own promotional videos? Who knows?
Yeah.
We don't know anymore.
Yeah.
Next question. Next topic, sorry.
Okay. I think it's pretty crazy, but all right,
Only time can tell what AI will do, whether they put parameters in place to stop things or if it's just going to go full gnarly. I don't know. I mean, it is valuable. We need it. Yes, it is. But how quickly it's going and working is pretty chaotic. Hectic, mate.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I've got here,
Really?
hot topic-wise.
That's all the hot topics for today. What about for sin bins, cameraman?
Yeah, we got our sin bin. We're going to... Look, what do we got here? Give me a second.
I've got one
figure it
to
out.
read out from a listener. I can read that out.
Oh my God, those ones are wild.
Yeah.
Are you off the rip or at the end?
I can read those ones off.
Maybe do it at the end. Like, 'cause
Okay,
that's-
let's do your ones then.
Okay, all right.
Give me one or two.
One or two. Let me find them. Hang on. It's really structured these things weird. Okay. The $6.99 gym membership that wasn't 9th of June. So light opener. What is it? Oh shit. City Fitness advertised memberships at $6.99 a week, then added a compulsory 3% transaction fee on top. The Commerce Commission established the fee wasn't a processing cost at all. It was designed to increase profit. About 125,000 members paid it, generating an extra $1.6 million. City Fitness admitted 8 charges under the Fair Trading Act, and it was fined $1.12 million.
Oh, they still made 400,000 profit or 500K profit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on like that. They eventually do get called out. It's a shame. City Fitness, we were, what do you say, a victim to them. We signed up for the gym membership, the $6.99 one, but only to find out you can only use it at that one branch. And that branch that we actually signed up was the shittest branch. We didn't mean to go to that one. We preferred to go to a better one. So, I don't know. Apparently there's a new City Fitness in Mount Wellington that's got a sauna and everything. I was going to check it out. But now that they are doing dodgy deals, City Fitness, I don't know if I'll be coming along.
So that's wild, eh? That they got
Adding
caught.
a 3%.
I wonder how they got caught.
Probably some person who was a lawyer looked at it, saw it, and went, what?
Yeah.
Was signing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things like that happen. You never know who is who. So be careful what you do out there, people.
So what kind of sin is that?
That is a sin. That is gym memberships, falsely advertising fees, absolute sin.
Greedy.
Greedy.
That's greedy, eh?
Greedy.
Greedy buggers.
Greedy buggers. People are just wanting to get health and fitness ready. You don't need to take their money too.
All
You're
right.
already taking their sweat.
The landlord who meant it. An upstairs flat in Kilbirnie, Wellington, above a commercial premises. No ceiling insulation, no extraction fan, no fixed heating in the largest room. Failing basic healthy homes requirements, the Tenancy Tribunal found landlord Eva and building owners JPT Properties Limited had intentionally breached multiple obligations under the Residential Tenancy Act and ordered them to pay the tenant $4,778 in exemplary damages and costs. Then it added another $500. So, yeah, landlords fucking skimping on the basics for healthy homes.
Yeah, I think if you're going to have a property and rent it out, there is an obligation for you to, abide by the rules because someone is paying to live there and it should be at a standard. So, absolutely, that is naughty behaviour. So, that is also another sin.
Yeah, but what sin are these?
Both, I would say, are greed.
Yeah.
I would say, because it is greedy. It's like you're skimping. There's no need for you. You want to keep more portion of the pie. You want to do less. I get it. And the ultimate, it bites you on the ass because now you're in court and the other party won in both cases. So, yeah, those are the sins.
Can you give me a hook for that greedy landlord something?
Landlords trying to cheap cut their way out of basic tenant responsibilities.
Greedy landlords skimping on the basics. Or
There we go. Greedy landlords skimping on the basics. No heating in sight.
sin, or maybe that's greedy landlord. Yeah, greedy landlord. Okay, cool. Next sin. The 1.2 million cold calls. Oh, HelloFresh New Zealand pleaded guilty to 5 fair trading acts of misleading customers
Oh my goodness, everybody's gone to the tribunal.
and was fined $845,000 in the Auckland District Court. The Commerce Commission established the company had misled people into reactivating food delivery subscriptions they had already cancelled. Over an 18-month campaign found from early 2022 to mid-2023, it made more than 1.2 million calls. About 300,000 were answered. It produced 77,000 reactivations.
Wow. So pretty much people had a plan in place and they ordered HelloFresh maybe once, maybe many times, decided to cancel the plan. Then the system did a reactivation thing, charged them all out again for their plan, but they had not agreed to restart their plan and they were getting charged.
Well, it doesn't sound like that. They restarted it. They were talked back into restarting it. These are people who already cancelled, who'd already left, and they got rung anyway 1 million times over. So what do we call not taking no for an answer?
What kind of sin is that?
Fuck, I don't know, but that's annoying.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
What's
off.
the sin for annoying irritability?
Yeah.
Greed.
I don't know. I don't know.
Gluttony. No.
Just greed. I think it's just greed
It's another
again.
greed.
Yeah, just greedy, like just,
Can't take no for an answer. Yeah. I'm not one for HelloFresh. I think it's a waste of money. I think it's overhyped. If you gave me $150, I'll buy you a lot more groceries than what you get from HelloFresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's a little bit of convenience, but there's so many apps nowadays that you can literally put in your budget, the ingredients you want, your allergens, and it will give you a 5, 10, 20 meal plan, whatever you need. And it costs like $1.99 a month. So just get one of those plans and you can be like super budget friendly and do like vegan vegetarian, which is like lentils and bloody vegetables is not going to cost you if you take protein out. So yeah, I would say HelloFresh is dead in the wind to me. I mean, some people prefer it because I guess it takes the thought out of it and the delivery service and all that, but HelloFresh is not my type of shtick.
Yeah. HelloFresh.
HelloFresh cannot say goodbye to their customers.
Cannot take no for an answer, eh?
There we go.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Fresh.
Goodbye, Fresh. Yeah. The Queenstown street fight.
Yeah.
2 Australian tourists were outside a Queenstown bar when a man started urinating in public and waving his genitals around in front of their female friends. So they hit him. It ended up in Queenstown District Court. One of the Australians pleaded guilty to common assault and fighting in a public place. The other one with an assault with intent to injure. Judge was unimpressed. Starting a fight was not a normal reaction to being offended. They call the police. They don't physically assault that person. It's that simple. He added that locals are heartily sick of violence in the street after people have been drinking. The Aussies were fined. One was fined $750 plus some court costs, and the other one was fined $1,200. The man who started it isn't named in the case, so I guess the one who pulled his junk out.
Oh.
So who's the sinner there?
Well, this seems to be one of those cases where there is 2 sides of the truth and then the real truth.
Maybe, eh?
So I'm going to sit on the fence with this one in terms of a sin. But if you have got your willy out and you're helicoptering it around with your wee-wees,
Expect to
you may get punched in the throat by me too. So please keep your willy to yourself. No one wants to see that thing. And we can all go on about our day. So I think, like I said, on the fence, 2 sides to the truth and the truth itself.
Yeah, I agree. Yep, you nailed up my thoughts on that one too.
Yeah. Is that all our sins?
Yeah, we'll keep, that's our sins.
I've got a cheeky one that someone's written in. So I'm going to read this. It's a nice, quick, short and easy. And then I'm going to leave you on this note. Right. I've got to find it. Here we go. So, I got a little sin. Right. So we had a listener write in a sin. As we've said, we'll keep it anonymous. We love to read your sins, though, for a little bit of a giggle. We want your pettiest, your bettiest, your worst case things you've ever done or even seen someone else doing. Write it in. I want to read about it. I want to hear about it. I want to talk about it. Anyways, so someone wrote in, once I took a huge shit on a Christian school doorstep because I was running around the school to find a toilet, but they were all locked up as it was too late. Right, taking a dump on a Christian girl's school doorstep. What kind of sin would I call this?
Golly. So what? She couldn't find a toilet, so just took a shit on the Christian school's doorstep.
Yeah.
Who are you messaging now?
I'm just asking Claude what it thinks this sin would be. Right, so the 7 deadly sins are pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. Mm-hmm. Those are the 7 sins, the deadly 7.
Okay, so what? Say them again. So
the 7 deadly sins are pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth.
That one gets the sloth card.
My little AI bot is telling me that pooing on someone's doorstep doesn't map neatly onto one, but the closest fit is probably wrath.
Wrath?
Yeah, it's an act of hostility and contempt aimed at someone. If it were done as a crude joke or a laugh at someone's expense, you could argue pride, contempt for others, not really any of the others. So it's saying wrath. I guess it is a good little revenge you would do. Yeah. So wrath it is.
Wrath, eh?
Wrath it is
She's
to this
hostile
Christian
to the Christian school.
Right. Hostility to those Christian school. What did they do to you? So in that note, please send in your sins you may have done on your exes. Let's see. I want to hear some dirty things you've done to your ex and they deserved it.
Really?
Yeah, give it to me.
Give me one of yours then first. What's
mine?
Yeah, dirtiest thing you've done on an ex.
Dirtiest thing I've done. I won't say I can't say off to an ex. I guess probably to an ex I've done it too. But I mean, to my sibling, I used to run straight for their PlayStation every time I got into a physical altercation with my brother. I would just beeline for that PlayStation. They would barricade themselves in their room because I was going to go and break that. I know a lot of people can relate to me on this. Like, when you and your siblings get into a physical altercation, what are you breaking? What is the first thing you're going for? Mine's the gaming device. Hit him where it hurts. And I knew that my parents weren't going to replace it. So, every time. Controllers, PlayStations, computers, keyboards, all your technology. I'm ready to break it.
What about that? So that's where you'd run with
you? No, because your gear is a bit too dear, my dear. So I'm just going to leave it alone and, I don't know, rip up one of your hoodies or something.
Oh, my God. What would you damage of mine? I don't even know.
Chop your hair off.
Chop my hair off?
Nah.
That wouldn't faze me either.
Shave your eyebrows. They're already gone, buddy. Anyways, on that note, we will see you back here next week. Thank you for a lovely, lighthearted and fun episode. I
wasn't that prepared with our run sheet.
That's okay. We're getting better and better.
We're getting better.
So, yeah. But I would love to know your secrets, your sins, and also, like I said, tell me what you broke of your siblings. So, yeah, I need some more reading dilemmas from my listeners. So please do write in.
We'll stay anonymous. Don't forget that.
Don't worry, it will all stay anonymous. You, me, and the man upstairs. So, yeah. Thanks again and have a lovely night, and we look forward to seeing you here again on The Shaboo Show. DJ, play that track.
Shaboo, shaboo, you're hanging